Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. This time I'm going to show you how to access and complete Chapter 10, Version 2, Ropeburn Bridge, Rerouted. So luckily the unlock for this version is just outside the storybook for Chapter 10. So the whole puzzle here just involves some platforming, and there's a couple tonics that we're going to get as well. So the first one we're going to get is Resolution, and then we're going to jump back down onto this swinging bridge, hop over to this platform and head towards the Scorchberries. So obviously we can see some brambles to our right. We need to burn those away using the Scorchberries, but then that'll give us access to this bridge here. We want to jump over the chain, hit the switch, and then that will push down the bigger platforms and raise up the small platform just in case we want to get back there. So now we have some more brambles to take care of. We got to get to a new set of Scorchberries. And you can do this in one of two ways. You can either swing this bridge really high and then jump over the gate, or you can do what I'm doing and just brute force your way down there. And then you want to burn away the brambles on the bottom of the bridge, and then you want to pick up another Scorchberry and burn away these brambles here. Great. So to get this tonic over here, we need to get one more Scorchberry, and then we need to quickly run over to the bridge in front of it, swing it a couple times. Then we're going to jump and use the Scorchberries. You can hit the face of the cliff and the Scorchberries will catch fire, but you do want to try to get that bridge as high as possible. So that's the VHS tonic. And we're going to get to the next part of this major puzzle. We got to swing this bridge real high and then jump over the chains. Do it one more time. This one actually took me a little while. I kept getting caught on some geometry just above the chain, so make sure you swing the bridge super high. So just like we did before, we need to get to this Scorchberry, but there's a bridge with some brambles underneath it, so we're going to jump over the cage, pick up a Scorchberry, and we need to grab one more Scorchberry and burn away these brambles over here. I'm not sure if they're brambles or just sticky bushes. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be. Alright, so we're going to head on over this area now. We don't need that Scorchberry. But now we're going to flip the switch, drop these platforms, and we now have access to the second version of Chapter 2, although it's not obvious how that's going to work. The way it works is you need to just jump onto the storybook platform and then swing the bridge, and then eventually it will change to version 2. Pretty cool. Alright, so Chapter 10, version 2 is a somewhat difficult level. It's very similar to the first version in the sense that there are ropes that travel with you on them, whether that's, they retract just upwards or they move left or right. But in this level, there are a lot more that you have to travel on and a lot more brambles involved. So it starts off pretty similar to the first version with an underwater cavern area. And the first T.W.I.T coin is here as well. So we're going to drop down here. Swim behind this invisible wall here and pick up the first T.W.I.T coin. There's some more quills down here. Just watch out for the octopus enemy. We want to jump up and grab this swinging rope. Then we're going to jump onto a platform over here. Now we're going to head to the yellow ghost quill. Careful of the jetpack enemy here. Okay. And the yellow ghost quill is just past this giant enemy crab that we're going to jump on top of. You can also use the fruit to shoot him. The easiest way to get this gold ghost quill, his quills, is to just swing on this last rope, and you will just collect them all without having to do anything. And then he drops a crown quill for 10 more. So once you get all that, just hop back onto the rope and jump onto this platform, knock down the bridge, and hit a checkpoint. Alright, so we're going to follow these ropes along, and you can see which direction the rope is going to move, whether it's left or right. If you look at the bottom nut, or like loop, it has an arrow on it, facing the direction it's going to move in. Alright, so this red ghost quill, I don't recommend doing this. It's kind of not worth it. You're going to die a bunch trying to get all that, but you just got to keep high jumping over it and paying attention to where the shadows are, and eventually you'll get it. This fruit here is very, very important. This is going to lead us to the second T.W.I.T coin. So what we want to do is we want to travel all the way to the right on this rope and then shoot the box with the fruit and the coin will drop down. And just kill a giant enemy crab. and you can get T.W.I.T coin number 2 and keep moving. Much easier than the other version of this level, that second T.W.I.T coin, much easier. I'm going to swing across a rope here, follow this retracting rope up, be very careful of the cogwheel that's pulling it in. Jump onto this rope. There's a green ghost quill here. He provides us with a pretty good pattern, but you gotta be very careful because if you're at the very bottom of that rope, there's a good chance you're gonna get clipped by the enemy, so very careful. I somehow managed to keep living while I lose Laylee 2 or 3 times here, but it is what it is. Reaching him in time just gives you more quills, so it's not the end of the world if you don't get it. So we're gonna hit this checkpoint here. We're gonna continue to the right. Now we're gonna head towards T.W.I.T coin number 3. This is a really slow-moving chain, but this is T.W.I.T coin number 3 right here. You have a very suspicious-looking feather, so you want to do a regular, non-high jump off that enemy, and then do a high jump once you hit him. So you gotta jump, so he jumps, but then you have to jump not high enough to where you clear him, but instead you bounce off of him. So just press X to do just a small jump, and then hold X when you hit him to do a high jump, and you'll reach the invisible cannon. T.W.I.T coin number 4 is just above us, and this rope has a bit of a trick to it in that all you have to do is stay on it, and then it will begin to go backwards. So once you see this checkpoint, just head all the way up the rope, and then it will go backwards. And it will lead you directly into T.W.I.T coin number 4, as well as a cannon that just shoots you onto the checkpoint. Alright, so now we're ready to complete the level, although we do have another checkpoint we need to reach before we get to T.W.I.T coin number 5. Platforming and rope sections of the rest of this level can be quite challenging, especially if you try to get more and more quills. As you're about to see here, I got clipped by a bramble. It's sort of the name of the game here is just getting clipped all the time, so you gotta be very careful of your surroundings. But there's a Laylee bell over here just in case you got clipped. Alright, so it's gonna come over here. We're gonna do a quick slide all the way down. And we're gonna jump back up. Not able to get this crown quill, but it's not a big deal. And we hit the checkpoint. Alright, so as you can tell by the golden checkpoint, this took me quite a few tries to get down perfectly. So this purple ghost quill, he's just going to keep spitting out feathers as we roll up this chain here. Jump off before you get hit by the cogwheel. And we're going to ride this one up, and we're going to go past the gyrocopter enemy, and then jump and spin onto this rope. And we're just going to keep avoiding the gyrocopter enemies. And we're at the end. But T.W.I.T coin number 5 is past the hive this time, as it usually is. So I'm going to slide down this first rope. We're going to jump onto this platform, break a couple boxes, and then T.W.I.T coin number 5 is at the bottom of this chain. So you want to jump down and then just grab it at the very end, and you'll grab T.W.I.T coin number 5. And that's about it. So we're going to ride this chain back up, and then we're going to bust the hive and complete the level. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Yooka-Laylee and Impossible Lair, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new videos go live. If you like this content a whole lot, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow on Twitter and on Twitch. And as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.